Hi, my name is Dave Lawler. I'm with WindowsServerTraining.com. Today we're going to be talking about Windows 7 password reset and recovery. This happens. People come back, they change their passwords, they can't remember it, their password hints don't help out. So today we're going to use a tool called Offline NT Password and Registry Editor. Is a bootable program that you'll boot into, and it'll help you do several things to the account. Okay, so once you go ahead and boot into the program off a bootable CD, you will see that you have several options here. The first option you have to pick is which partition the Windows is on. In this case, it's on number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and select number 2 and hit enter. You'll see it run through, and then the next thing that's going to happen is it's going to search that partition and try to discover where the correct directory is for the registry entries. It'll give you what it thinks it is. If you don't know for sure it's different, just leave the configuration as is and hit enter. Next thing it's going to do is you're going to figure out if you want to do a password reset or go into the recovery console to do some software changes on parameters. In this case, we're just going to do the password reset, which works with the SAM. So it's going to load the SAM and system security, and now it's going to ask you if you want to again use the registry editor on it, or if you just want to do user data and passwords. In this case, I just want to do user data and passwords, so I'll select one and hit enter. So now I see a list of users on this box. There's administrator, guest, home group user, which is a hidden user, and then WS training, which is the account we'll be changing. So we'll go ahead and type in WA space training and hit enter. And then you're going to be offered the different information that you can work with for this user. You can see up at the top there's different account bits. You can tell what's if this password's a normal account, an administrator account, if it's password set to expire, if it's locked out. In this case, we're just going to clear the password, but you could also edit it, which I've never really gotten to work well. It works sometimes it doesn't. So generally I clear the user password and then go in and reset it through Windows. You can also promote a user. Say you have a standard user that for some reason you want to make it administrator, you can do it through this tool. And if you've disabled or locked out the account, you can unlock and enable it through this tool also. So in this case, we went ahead and cleared the password, and you can see it says password clear. And then what we're going to do is quit, because I don't want to work with any other accounts in this. So I'll type in an exclamation mark, which is just off to the side of the screen. You can't really see it because I'm zoomed in. And now you kind of got to work your way back out of the program. So you can see that the loaded hives is SAM system security. You can either edit user data, go into the registry editor just like earlier, or you can quit. We're going to type Q to quit. So now it seems that the SAM has changed and it's okay. Now it's important to note that you've been working with a temp file up to this point. So now we're going to actually save the changes to the permanent registry. And that's about what it's asking here. About to write files back, do you do it? No is the default, so you have to put Y for yes and then hit enter. Okay, so now it says it's writing the SAM, the edit's complete, and you can either try it again if something failed, but in this case nothing failed, and I've actually never had it fail or actually come back with any kind of error messages, so I've never had a reason to go back through and do a new run. The default is end, so just hit enter, and you can tell now you can restart your machine, making sure it doesn't boot into the offline NT password and registry editor and instead goes into Windows, and you can see that it go ahead and went all the way into Windows because there's no password on my account. So once I'm in, I would go ahead and hit Control-Delete, and then I can change password. For the old password, just leave it blank. Type in your new password twice. You can create a password reset disk at this point also. Go ahead and hit the arrow. You can tell it's been changed. Hit OK. And then just to test it, I'm going to log off. And you can now see that my account's asking for a password. I type it in, and I'm back in. And that's the end of it. Again, this has been Dave Lawler. I was using the offline NT password registry editor to reset Windows 7 password. It's pretty simple, pretty easy once you get used to it. If you have any questions, come to windowservertraining.com and post them. Thanks.